indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we recognize the quorum of our Plan Commission here tonight. I have not heard from Paul Fisher, so he may be joining us here shortly, or he may not. Haven't heard if he's coming or not. Our first item of business is approval of our regular meeting minutes from October 7th, 2025.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Thank you, Matt and Mike. Any comments, questions, corrections? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That motion carries. Our next item of business tonight, we have a zoning amendment with a public hearing. So I'll have John introduce that.
Thank you, Mayor. This evening, first item this evening is a public hearing and a request of action to permanently zone approximately 159.07 acres of recently annexed land located at the northeast corner of South River Road and Sand Drive from temporary RS4 single-family residential district to RS4 single-family residential FPS flood storage, FW floodway, FPW floodplain wetland, FWW floodway wetland, and SW non-shoreland wetland, and SW shoreland wetland district.
All right, so I will open the public hearing on this topic tonight. Anybody wishing to address the Plan Commission on this topic, now is your time. Please come to the podium and state your name and you will be heard. Is there anybody? Yep, please come on up, sir.
Bruce Gierock, just curious if you can share publicly, are there plans once it's rezoned?
Let me go. There are no plans that have been submitted to the city with regard to what's planned for the property. It was requested to be annexed. Through our process of annexation, we put a temporary zoning on the property, and then we follow up with the permanent zoning. So RS4 is a pretty standard single-family subdivision district that you will see most of the map of West Bend neighborhoods is RS4.
Anyone else wishing to address the Plan Commission tonight?
I move to close the public hearing. Oh, sorry.
So my name is Marianne Klabundi. I have a couple questions. Has the land already been sold to the city then if it's been annexed?
Annexation doesn't involve the sale of property to the city. So if a piece of property is in one of the adjacent towns, the property owner can petition to the city to annex. Basically, the annexation process is just bringing it within the corporate limits of the city. The land transaction between the current owners and the person that they have the offer from is a private transaction. So the property would not come into public lands. It would stay in private hands. It's a private sale transaction.
Has there been a transaction that you're aware of?
I know there's offers to purchase. We initially, staff was with the annexation, the broker who represents the sellers came to talk to us, but in terms of when they are looking for a closing date, that's not been told to us.
Oh, so you're saying it hasn't been sold yet to the city?
It will never be sold to the city.
Oh, so it's privately owned?
Correct.
It's privately owned and is being sold to a private party.
Okay. So I was wondering, are the buildings then going to be torn down in the farm, those farm buildings? Are those going to be torn down for private homes as well?
Our understanding, speaking to the property owners, one of the, so within the estate, there's two brothers. Our understanding is one of the brothers lives on the farmstead, and he would plan to live there for some period of time, but he didn't indicate to us what that length would be.
See. And you said you were going to be building private homes, so you're going to build homes around the floodplain then? That's the understanding?
We're just rezoning the property to RS4, which would be for single-family homes. In terms of a development plan, a final plat, those types of things, those would all need to be submitted to the city at some future time for those approvals. In terms of floodplain and wetlands, those areas can't be developed with homes, but it would be essentially the areas that you see that are currently probably farmland are the upland areas.
Okay, so are you, like, is one of your next steps to get like a builder to consider building these, size lots? Is that,
That's really a private matter up to the purchaser of the property, whether they are a builder or it's an investor who then would find builders. Sometimes people buy farms and they are just investors and they hold the land and they may actually lease out to another farmer to, continue agricultural use for a number of years. But we don't really know what their plans particularly are.
they meaning the owners of the land, is that what you're
The
saying?
purchasers, yes.
Okay, but you're saying that the land is still privately owned by the people on the farm, right? The people who asked you to annex it, they're still the owners.
The family that's owned the land,
Right.
they put the property up for sale. A company chose to put in an offer. They accepted the offer. Part of that was to have the land annexed. That happened a few months ago. And that's where the temporary zoning was put in place. And this is our follow-up process to the annexation. So I don't know if they've already closed on the land or if that's something that's going to happen in the near future, within weeks or months. That's sort of usually a contract that is between the seller and the purchaser.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you, Marianne. Anyone else wishing to address the Plan Commission on this topic tonight? The public hearing is still open.
I move to close the public hearing.
There's a motion by Matt and a second by Jeff to close the public hearing. I'll give one last look to the crowd to see if anybody would like to speak. Otherwise, we're about to close the public hearing. Okay, all in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. The public hearing is now closed. There is a recommended action on this tonight to permanently rezone the land that's listed in your packet from a temporary RS4 residential to a permanent RS4 single-family residential, including all the floodplains and wetlands that you see listed in your packet. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second. Thank you, Matt. Second by Jed. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. We'll move on to our extraterritorial certified survey maps tonight. We have, looks like 6 of them. So, John?
Yes, we have quite a few this evening, which is a little unusual. The first one is request approval for a 3-lot extraterritorial certified survey map located on the east side of North River Road, south of Wallace Lake Road, in the town of Trenton.
Jim?
Sure, just real quick on this certified survey map. So this is actually an 18-acre parcel. The developer's actually splitting them up into 2 certified survey maps. So three lots for this one and another 3 lots for the remaining southern portion. This is within our planning area. It's also identified as residential in our comprehensive plan. We do have adequate right-of-way being dedicated and then also being reserved for North River Road there. And staff would recommend approval of the CSM as presented.
Thank you, Jim. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Thank you, Jeff. Second by John. Any questions, comments, discussion?
Just one question, Jim. You had made a comment, something about North River Road. So when we look at these new survey maps, it does allow the adequate easement or right-of-way for any expansion of North River Road going north.
Correct. So the CSM actually dedicated a minimum of 33 feet. That's what the town required.
Okay.
Our official map calls for an 80-foot right-of-way. So then we asked for another 17-foot, or I should say a 100-foot right-of-way for a 17-foot reservation.
Okay.
So at some point in time, when the city decides, or when the city has ownership of that right away, and we need to expand it, we can acquire that property.
Okay, thank you.
Good question. Any other questions? Seeing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The next one is pretty simple. It's a property just to the south of there. John, do you want to introduce the
Yes.
topic?
This one is a request for approval for a 3-lot extraterritorial certified survey map located on the east side of North River Road, south of Wallace Lake Road, also in the town of Trenton.
Jim, anything else to add?
No, again, this is the same, this is that southern portion. Again, we have the same reservations and the same dedications for the road.
I will motion to approve. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Jed, for the second, thank you. Mike, sorry, Scott, who was it?
Whoever.
Scott. Scott. Any comments, questions, discussion?
I got a question on the survey or the map. It has the 2 southern lots, have the back end of the lot that's not buildable. And then it said to refer to a different page or something, but I didn't see anything on there. Or
Yeah,
What's
it's a building restriction and easement for stormwater.
okay.
Thanks, Tom. Yeah, good point. Any other questions, discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next one, John.
Our third item this evening is a request for approval of a 1-lot extraterritorial certified survey map located on the south side of Wallace Lake Road and approximately 1,100 feet west of North Oak Road, also in the town of Trenton.
Okay, Jim?
Yeah, this is a 1-lot CSM. They're dividing a portion of this off for a new residential lot to be sold. And it's, again, we have the half right, or the 33 feet of dedicated right-of-way for Wallace Lake with the reservation of 17 feet for future expansion if the city gets out to that area. This is within our comprehensive plan area and is identified as single-family. And it is also outside of our sewer service area, so the city would not have sewer service to this area at this time. Staff would recommend approval with, as presented.
Thank you, Jim. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Thank you, Jeff.
Second.
Thank you, Scott. Any comments, discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 4.
Number 4 is a request for approval for a 1-lot extraterritorial certified survey map located on the west side of North Oak Road, approximately 1,100 feet south of Wallace Lake Road, also in the town of Trenton.
So this is the opposite corner of what we just approved, at the southeast corner of the farmstead there. Again, they're just looking to create another single-family lot there. Again, we have appropriate dedication for North Oak Road, along with the reservation for future expansion. Again, it's not in the city sewer service area, but it's still identified in our land use area as single-family. So staff would recommend approval of this one also.
Thank you, Jim. Is there a motion?
So.
Thank you, Jed.
Second.
Thank you, Mike. Any questions, comments, discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 5.
Number 5 is a request for approval of a 3-lot extraterritorial certified survey map located at 3805 Schuster Drive in the town of Barton.
So this certified survey map is located just adjacent to the city corporate limits, just east of the subdivision up on Wolf Drive there. The property owner is requesting to create 2 new single-family lots for sale. Again, we have appropriate dedication for Schuster Drive of 33 feet with the reservation of 17 feet for future expansion. Staff would recommend approval of the CSM also.
Thank you, Jim. I'll entertain a motion. Thank you, Jeff. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Matt. Any questions, discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Last one.
Our last extraterritorial CSM this evening is a request for approval of a one-lot extraterritorial CSM map located at 4575 State Highway 33 by Bender Automotive in the town of West Bend.
All right, Jim.
So this CSM is just a redivision of some land that was swapped between the two property owners. Essentially what we're doing is combining the existing lot that was where the business is and adding it to some vacant lot that was sold from the neighboring property. So this is just actually to clean up the certified survey map to actually create one common lot for the entire development. Staff would recommend approval as presented.
I'll motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Thanks, Matt. Any questions, comments, discussion?
Do I need to abstain? My son works there.
Your son works there. You can abstain if you want, but I don't know that there's a conflict in what we're doing, but up to you.
We still will have a quorum if you'd like to abstain.
Yeah, I'll abstain on it.
Okay. Any other comments, questions? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And one abstention. Motion carries. Our next is a certified survey map.
Our only certified survey map tonight is a request for approval for a two-lot certified survey map located east of South River Road on the north side of Forge Place by the city of West Bend.
Great, thank you.
So this certified survey map is creating the parcel to be sold for PS Seasonings out in our industrial park. It's a two-lot CSM. The one lot, lot one, I should say, is going to be the lot for the PS Seasonings, and then lot two is the remnant that we have out there for that area. We're also creating Forge Place for the dedication of the cul-de-sac bulb along with the needed right-of-way for the construction and finished construction of the road. Staff would recommend approval of the CSM with a minor correction for a label on the drainage easement and then also a typographical error.
Okay, thank you, Jim. Is there a motion? Thank you, John.
I'll second that.
Thank you, Matt. Any questions, discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Our next is a site plan for parish engineering's offices.
This is a request for approval for a site plan and exterior building alterations located at 508 North Main Street by Parish Survey and Engineering for their new offices.
So briefly, what the developer's wishing to do is just do exterior modifications to the building. Looking at cleaning up the brickwork that's out there, along with replacing the siding, and then also new windows and doors for the building, and also painting the remaining portions of the building on the south end and the west end. They're also incorporating some awnings. As a part of those awnings, since it does overhang the right-of-way, they will need to get a temporary grant of privilege from the clerk's office for the awnings to be installed. Overall, staff feels that it's a good project and is satisfied with the requirements of what they're doing and would recommend approval of the CSM, or of the site plan with the two listed conditions.
Thank you, Jim. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Thank you, Matt.
Second.
I was looking at Scott over here. We'll give it to Scott. Is Kevin Parrish here tonight, or
No, he couldn't
American?
be with us.
Anybody? Nobody's here? Okay. Well, I was just gonna say, it looks really, really nice. It's gonna really make that into Main Street sharp, so. Any questions, discussion? Jed?
I was just curious, they're not required to have a sign. Do you think they'll eventually come back for a sign permit?
I'm sure they'll come back at some point to staff for a sign permit,
Okay,
or maybe a window sign or something like that.
all right.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? That motion carries. Our last is a final plat. John?
Yes, the request is for a final plat and grading plan for Lakewood Farms, Phase 1, a 26-lot, 2-outlot, single-family residential subdivision located on the east side of South 18th Avenue, approximately 1,000 feet north of County Trunk NN.
Go ahead.
So this is the first phase of the Lakewood Farms subdivision plat. This is consistent with the preliminary plat. The utilities are being installed as we speak today. So this is actually going to be creating the lots for future sale and further development. Everything complies with our subdivision standards for the installation. Stormwater has been approved, construction plans have been approved. So staff would recommend approval of the final plat with the listed conditions.
Thank you, Jim. Is there a motion?
Move to.
Thank you, Jed.
Second.
Thank you, Matt. Any discussion? All right, seeing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. We've come to the end of our agenda tonight. Just as a reminder, we do have a Plan Commission meeting on November 18th.
2 weeks.
In 2 weeks. It'll be a fairly short meeting. And if you, we'll send out a reminder email ahead of time. If you cannot attend, let us know. If we're looking for a quorum, if there's several who cannot attend, given that it's kind of a different night than we normally meet, let us know that too, because if you can call in to it, we can create a quorum by teleconference as well. Anything else? We're good. Thank you all for being here. We're adjourned.